A few weeks before going under surgery, some precise tests should be conducted to allow the ordering of the required toric lenses. These are a precise measure of refraction to evaluate the focusing power of the eye, the measurement of the curvature of the cornea through keratometry, a topography, a procedure which provides even more detailed information of the shape of the cornea, and a measurement of intraocular pressure. One of the preoperative examinations to be carried out is to measure refractive power. This enables you to determine which type of astigmatism you are dealing with and what its exact axis is. As part of the biometrics you do for each patient before implanting a lens, there's also a keratometry which shows the axis and the nature of the astigmatism. In addition to this, by using corneal topography, you can get a full and accurate image of the astigmatism. Not only a precise definition of the axis, but also its degree of regularity. In other words, you can determine whether you're facing regular congenital astigmatism or else, for example, if there's a large bulge here, whether a keratoconus is developing. Corneal topography really gives you further useful guidance in deciding on the treatment and defining which toric lens to implant. All the data collected is used to determine the adapted lens with specific power to correctly get the best quality of vision in each eye. The MetaContour online calculator is the last generation of calculators. It permits you to determine very easily and quickly the proper IOL power required, the fit angle, and the incision axis recommendations for each of the lenses to be implanted. The MetaContour calculator is also very comfortable to use with its multilingual version, the data entering in millimeters, and the automatically calculated degrees and spherical equivalents. I really appreciate the MetaContour toric calculator. It's simple and safe, one page for both eyes without unnecessary options and sources of error. No need to care about Java or other indices. Instead of using diopters, you just stay in millimeters. Provided you complete a precise keratometry in the first place, the MetaContour toric calculator will lead you to optimum cylindrical corrections. While connecting to the MetaContour calculator website, you can enter the detailed data for each eye, nevertheless working on one single page. The MetaContour online calculator automatically determines the required power of the lens, thanks to already calculated spherical equivalences based on patient refraction measurement. Keratometry can be entered in millimeters, thus offering a greater precision in terms of final results. While entering the degrees of the axis, the second degree is automatically calculated with an exact difference of 90 degrees to once again make the data capturing easier and faster. MetaContour highly recommends making the incision along the steep axis or along the flat axis because of the much more precise results you get in comparison to the free axis. Nevertheless, you have the opportunity to opt for the position of incision you are used to. The power of each implant is given with the incidence of the place of the incision in mind. The MetaContour online calculator offers, while determining the steep axis, the option of taking into consideration the induced astigmatism during the surgery. After entering all the required data, the highest correction to be used automatically appears in the range available. At that stage, you get the opportunity to select the real value of the cylindrical power. Nevertheless, as overcorrection is to be avoided, the calculator displays a warning message to not overcorrect. An additional function permits the selection of the optional natural yellow filter for total color vision preservation and an excellent perception of contrast. The forms are now ready to print. You also have the opportunity to mail the documents. It is strongly recommended to tip the printout sheet of the metacontour calculation not far from the microscope to check just before undergoing surgery the power of the lens, the steep axis, and the location of the incision. In short, the metacontour calculator is the fastest, easiest, and most reliable tool for surgeons to get a clear guide during surgery. With both eyes on one page, keratometry in millimeters, surgically induced corneal astigmatism on flat or steep axes, a recommended incision location on flat or steep axes, a recommendation of the IOL model with spherical equivalent and cylindric power, a clear drawing indicating the position of the IOL and incision, patient and surgeon data documentation, and print options.